Okay, let's go to the grassroots now. And I remember that just a couple of days ago, we talked about the Ogun State First Lady, Olufunsho Amosun, taking 22 young players out to Italy and France as a way of helping these young ones to fulfill their dreams of becoming professional footballers. And the news coming to us is that they have arrived Italy safely and they are getting ready to go to France. And already those boys are being fired up with what they've seen from Udinese and all that is that they've been able to see. It's more like a lift for these young boys. And these are the pictures coming through from Italy when these boys arrived. Udinese. And I mean, Tunde, as someone who played football but not to the highest level, for obvious reasons. This is a massive lift. Training on those facilities for these young lads can be life-changing.
Maybe if I had even had the kind of opportunity that they had, I might not be sitting here. You know, and that's you know, it's remarkable the kind of things, how the lives of these youngsters have changed in just a space of how many weeks. Some of them have probably never even been to Lagos. Now they're in Italy. And they've experienced international travel. They've seen fantastic pitches. They've seen, you know, different styles of football. It's been a life-changing experience for them, and I can only hope that it can stand them in better stead in future going forward in their careers. If they decide to take up a future in football, they can always point back to, look, I left Nigeria at the age of probably 14. I went to Udinese. I went to France as well. They can point back to this was the starting point in their careers.
All right, let's listen to the First Lady of Ogun State. Let's hear what she has to say, and then we'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
I have faith, and this is why we're here. I believe that you will be surprised by the children that we've brought to you here, and you will identify, even during this training camp, the opportunity to come and explore their talents and take it further, to exhibit their skills and come under the training of the Udinese soccer camp to see the possibility of them becoming future stars as footballers.
All right, so that's the First Lady of Ogun State, really impacting on the young ones. And we hope that in the few years to come, a few years down the line, some of those guys will play football to the highest level and will look at things like this and be able to say, yes, this was the turning point in our lives. Before we go on a break quickly, let's get some updates for you around UEFA Champions League games currently going on. Arsenal are 2-0 up. And is Aaron Ramsey with the 2 goals. And people say that anytime Ramsey scores, something happens. Now that he has scored 2 times, I hope it's not double tragedy. But let's read through some of the other results. Austria Vienna 1-3 to Dinamo Zagreb. Barcelona 2 goals up now against Ludogorets. Legia Warsaw are still 1-2 down to Steaua Bucharest. Pau Saloniki 2-2 with Schalke 0 massive game currently going on. Today, what's happening in Cote d'Ivoire?
Well, it's not looking too good. Nigeria blew a 4-point lead in the first quarter, and now the second quarter has begun. Nigeria trailing the Central African Republic by 31 points to 26.
That's 5 points.
That's 5 points.
5 points. Okay.
They blew a 4-point lead and are now trailing.
The last time we spoke about
it
was 18-14 to Nigeria. Now we are 5 points behind.
But before the end of the first quarter, Nigeria was already behind. We had already lost our lead, and our behind by 2 points. So we'd blown our 4-point lead in the first quarter, and we're already trailing in the second quarter by as much as 5 points.
All right, so we keep our eyes on that one and hope that the Tigers will turn things around the way they did when we played against Cameroon on a break. And Doom Nadio Konta has joined us on Sports Tonight. Doom, thank you for joining us on Sports Tonight.
It's my pleasure.
It's been a very beautiful day inside the Molade Okoya Thomas all of the Teslim Balogun Stadium. But before I come to you, Tunde,
quick updates.
Updates.
Well, it's now tied 31-31 in the second quarter. Nigeria has run level with the Central African Republic.
31-31.
The 2 Aminu brothers are on the court. Ike Diogu also making a major case for Nigeria as well. So it is now 31-31 in the second quarter. It is all level in Cote d'Ivoire. All
right, so good news coming through. The Day Tigers have drawn level 31-31. We'll keep our eyes on that game as we go on Sports Tonight. But let's go to Doom Nodi now. Day 2, Doom Nodi, of the Lagos International Table Tennis Classic. fantastic atmosphere, beautiful atmosphere, and thank God that the NTTF are bringing this to Nigeria, bringing this to Lagos. The impact of a tournament like this can never be overemphasized.
Definitely, can never be overemphasized. When you look at table tennis, in those days we used to have table tennis in different neighborhoods. Can is like people will say in Nigeria. But these days, of course, this snooker or pool that replaced it at one point, and suddenly two of them have
really forgot about table tennis.
They forget about table tennis. Even snooker too. I don't know whether they still play it along the street in Nigeria. But it has gone to the club and the bar. But at least the NTTF is bringing this back, because in the past we used to say table tennis in a year we just need a Sojoba. That's the only tournament for the year, and that's it.
That tournament has been there for God knows how long. This is a man who loves.
This year will be the 43rd year, if it's going to be held this year. It will be the 43rd year for the Sojoba table tennis champions. But what the NTTF is bringing somebody to replace.
Look at the turnout. Look at the turnout.
Massive.
Look at the turnout.
Massive.
It just goes to show you that table tennis is not dead. It still has a massive following, and it can still be leveraged upon to create an enviable local circuit that can possibly rival any other sport in Nigeria. And all this has been done through the efforts of a single state government that has decided to take it upon itself.
Nigeria Table Tennis Federation.
Yeah.
The Commissioner for Sports in Lagos State, is the president of that federation.
You and I know that. So you and I know that once a commissioner is on the board of any of the associations, more or less whatever state he comes from,
before we listen, let's listen to the African #1. That's the Egyptian guy, Omar Assar. I mean, it's a delight to watch him play table tennis. Let's listen to what he has to say, and then we'll come back and talk some more around the Lagos Table Tennis Classic.
I'm very happy to be in Lagos and very happy to perform here for the first time, and actually I want to repeat it every year, to come here and support. I like the people, I like the coach, I like the trainer, so there is no stress at all, and I'm very happy to play here in Lagos, and I feel very much home. And regarding to the player, he played well actually. He started the game well, he started to perform and try to annoy me in some shots and like this. Also the spectators was so nice. I mean, they were not very focused on us, they were very sporty also, and I know I wish him all the best in the tournament. Actually, it was a point that the referee couldn't see, and it counted to me, and then I just went to ask the referee to count it back to the other player because it was fair, his point. He didn't ask me, but I thought this is the way to play sport. I mean, not to take a point when it's not your right. Well, all the Nigerian table tennis national team, they are very good, and they are performing also well here, and I guess Turiola and Aruna Monday and other guys also, they are very focused and they are in good shape. Of course, also we have some other players like Bobo Chica from Italy and also Matas from Lithuania. So we have some also foreigners from outside Africa. So it's quite okay tournament to play and to perform here. I would give him very simple advice to try to train as much as possible, and also to, especially here in Africa, we have to come closer, and also we have to arrange some national team camps between nations like Egypt and Nigeria, South Africa, because I feel that every country has individual schedule and this not working so much. We have to come closer if we want to compete to the other continents like Asia and Europe.
Wow. Dumnodi.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
He said that during his match,
I was going to ask. I was going to ask
the point was given to
him, and he went to the umpire and he changed it and said, "No, that point is for this guy."
The last time I heard something like that happen was Miroslav Klose in the Italian Serie A. He scored. He was given a goal that he handled the ball. He went to the referee. I told him that look, it wasn't the goal, and the referee removed it. They ended up losing 3-0, but it didn't change the fact that he was
sportsman-like behavior. Was a sportsman-like behavior.
A true gentleman, and that was what this man did here as well.
He went to the umpire and he changed it. Said, "No, that point is not for me. It belongs to him because it was a good ball."
And eventually won.
Of course, 3 straight sets. I mean, that's Africa's #1.